Yes, sir. I'm working too hard for everything that I got. Thank y'all. Look, thank y'all for watching Working Wednesday. Look, all right, this week, jumping right into it, U.S. GDP contracted to 0.3. Make sure I say that right, 0.3% annual rate in this year's first quarter, marking the first -3 since the first quarter of 2022. The preliminary GDP report was weakened by a surge of imported goods. As a consequence of U.S. businesses recently rushing to stock up on imports ahead of higher tariffs. And a monthly survey that measures the U.S. consumer confidence fell for the 5th month in a row and dropped to the lowest level in about 5 years. The CCI, or the Consumer Confidence Index, for April came in at 86, down from March being at 92.9, almost 93, and well below economists' consensus expectations. I think in a way to help us make more sense of it, let's define and find out, what does the Consumer Confidence Index mean? Like, what is the CCI, right? So boom. It's like a big report card that shows how happy or worried people are or feel about the economy right now and in the near future. It asks people 5 simple questions about their job, money, and how businesses are doing. If most people feel good and hopeful, the CCI goes up, meaning they might spend more money. If people feel worried, the number goes down, meaning they might just save more money instead of buying stuff. This helps businesses, my business, your friend's business, your family members' business, big business and small business as well. It helps businesses and the government understand if the economy is doing well or if it might have problems soon. And before we look at the money, let's see what's going on for the rest of the week. So today we know Jerome, spoke. So tomorrow ain't really nothing for us, and Friday, it ain't no major reports there. All right, first we're gonna look at the VIX. Look, the VIX started off kind of low today. That's a good thing to start off low, but it went higher throughout the day, so people a little bit more anxious as the day went by. And again, what is the VIX? The VIX is just a fear meter, all right? It measures how calm or anxious people are at the moment. The higher it is, the more anxious people are. The lower it is, the more calm people are. The more calmer decisions are being made. So since last Wednesday, we in the exact same kind of area. We ain't calmer and we ain't going crazy either, all right? So it's the exact same feeling. It's still kind of high, but it's not high. Let's move on to the month chart. All right, so looking at the month chart, we see from today all the way back to April 7, 2025, right? On April 7th, the VIX was at a 50, almost 51. So that's when we hear everybody talking, Buddy basically scaring, y'all know what I'm talking about when I say buddy, all right? Buddy out there scaring folks, all right? Got them tariffs going around, stuff like that. Taxing people. People don't even know what tariff means, stuff like that. Businesses don't know how they gonna make the money up for it and stuff like that. So yeah, that's when everything was up there, right? Like when I say up there, you see it's 50.97, so it's up there. They gonna say that V word volatile, but I know if I say volatile too much, y'all ain't gonna really get the lingo. So we're gonna say it like how I say it or how we say it. Shit going crazy. But now it's way more calmer today, all right? I'm back down. Well, we back down. We all back down in the United States. Back down to a 24.67. So almost half of what we had before. All right, let's move along to the Fear and Greed Index. Fear and Greed Index today is at boom. All right, look, it's at a 57. There we go. It's at 57. That means people are feeling a little bit more greedy than scared, but not too much. It's like when you're a little excited about something, like a toy or something like that, right? But you still thinking careful about it, though. It's like, like a game. There you go. Like the game. So people are feeling hopeful and confident about the market. We're not going crazy with excitement. It's like when you first get that NBA. Yeah, or you first get that Madden. There we go. You sitting on that game and you playing, right? You figuring out how to do it. That new year come out, you figuring out how to do it. What's new on this thing? You excited, but you ain't telling everybody, like, hit me up on that, right? Because you want to make sure you got it right. That's where we at right now. So moving on to the next segment on Working Wednesday, let's look at the money. All right, so the S&P 500 since Wednesday of last week, basically sideways for the year to date. So since January 1st to the day, May 7th, we in the red. So it's down almost 5%. We're going to say 4.07%. And today I saw the S&P 500 at $5,629.16. Let's move along. Yes, there we go. Let's look at the money. Pulling on my account, All right, so I have $93,257.72. All right, I'm at a loss of $35,519.44 today. I mean, not today, but my day loss is $1,048.79. Next segment, let's talk about the money. I'm gonna pull up this account in more detail. You're gonna see options, you're gonna see stocks, you're gonna see greens, you're gonna see reds, you're gonna see gains, you're gonna see losses. You're gonna see my whole proof of concept here tonight on Working Wednesdays. So first, please comment and like, then share with a friend to tell another friend to let's build. At Neal Jones Invest. And you can follow me on Threads or TikTok at Neal Jones Invest. And let's build and let's educate each other. My goal is to put you on the breakdown and stock stuff. Teach you how to invest in yourself, starting with just one share. If tonight has been good, great, or unforgettable so far, put a yes in the comments. Let's work. So let's do it. The disclaimer. Look, use this show for education and entertainment purposes only. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a fiduciary. Take the information from this show to use to further your own research before investing. All investments and trades have significant risks, so consult with a licensed professional and do your own research. When the information is good, remind a friend to tell another friend, all right? To like and subscribe while it's free. This is $100,000 worth of information. Boom. So first we'll see a ticker symbol next to a dollar amount. We'll see two of those right back to back. So NVDA, that ticker is NVIDIA. And what is a ticker? A ticker is just a nickname Wall Street puts on a company to easily find them. So NVIDIA, $115 and NVIDIA, $150. So the first one, $115 striking, right? And what is a striking? What is striking? What is, let me slow down. What is what we call hitting, right? That is us putting a deal together saying that, hey, look, NVIDIA, I want to make a deal of NVIDIA hitting $115 by November 21st, 2025, right? That's how you read that whole option contract. And below it is NVIDIA hitting $150 by June 20th, 2025. First, at top, $115. You can see that I'm 30% in the green right now. So I got $380 right there. And NVIDIA hitting $150. I am currently negative $4,112 at the moment. Apple is next. We don't see a ticker symbol, so what is this? Yes, you said it. It's a stock, right? And what is a stock? What is an option? Stock is ownership inside of a company. And what is an option? It's a deal that we put together on a stock's future price. So Apple, we are in the red right now, right? It is what it is, y'all. All right, look, shit, damn. You know, I told y'all, look. When they hit 10%, I was planning for it to hit negative 10% in my account. All right, when it hit negative 10%, I am going to buy more shares. So, boom. Meta hitting the $710 by September 19, 2025. I am negative 70% in the red. Wine or weed? So when we see green, we say weed, right? Because it's up there. And when we see, pretty sure you see the concept now, right? When we see red, what do we say? We say wine. Why? Because it's sipping down. VOO, Vanguard S&P 500. Wine or weed? You can see that weed. In the green, $898.71. I'm up 6%. Microsoft in stock. SMFT is a ticker. You can see that we green, up 11% at the moment. ANET hitting $122.50 by September 19, 2025. You can see I'm down 91%. 91.83%. Amazon hitting $150 by January 16, 2026. You can see that I'm in the red. One. Negative $8,764. All right, that's 47.12% in the red. Negative. Next is Google hitting $150 by January 16, 2026. I am down negative $8,040. Eli Lilly LLY ticker, right? The ticker is LLY, right? I'm up there, up 7%. That's $1,577.70. BlackRock weed, right? Giving me $211.20, up 3.98%. All right, on my money. And JP Morgan Chase, JPM is the ticker. All right, I'm up $2,161.20. It is giving me a 75.33%. So 75.33% in the green. That wraps up Wine or Weed tonight. Let's talk about the money. Well, that's it for this form of a class tonight, folks. I thank you for watching to this point. If this show was good, great, or unforgettable, all right? Let me know which one in the comments. Please, look, I need y'all to start dropping stuff in the comments, all right? Drop it in the comments and like and share. Boom, right? If you learn anything from this show, put a yes in the comments. To keep the Working Wednesdays evolving, all right, and becoming bigger and better. Do your part, and I promise you, I'm gonna do mine, right? I'm gonna do mine. I'm gonna make this money, all right? Share right now with 2 people. Like, subscribe, folks, and remember, when we learn together in groups and collaborative learning, people retain the information better, solve problems more effectively, stay motivated, and develop critical thinking skills better. So what better way to do it over wine or weed? The new show on the trap, working Wednesdays, all right? At 8 p.m. Eastern New York time, Atlanta time. Look, over here on the East, all right? Every Wednesday on YouTube, this is Neal Jones Invest with $100,000 worth of information.